Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been quite some time since I've done a live stream. Wanted to take a couple of seconds. As you come in, please hit the like button. Really appreciate that. You see the topic, and I will be going live again sometime tomorrow. I'm going to probably go live twice because this is mainly I want to say mainly a sports channel, but I mean it's whatever I decide basically. But I'm going to do an NFL preview tomorrow. But as you can tell, this particular topic is about ending these so-called gender wars. And these gender wars, particularly in so-called Black YouTube, have been going on for quite some time. And in my opinion, it's the most foolish thing that's ever happened on YouTube. I mean, when you listen, I know, and it's on both sides. I'm not picking one side over the other. People, I'm not saying that the Black manosphere, then some of these women that are on YouTube talk about, oh, I scroll, I this, um, black men ain't ish, you know, the regular garbage. And there's a couple of females out in YouTube land that have gone above and beyond, and I'm not going to give their names because they're not going to get any shine, and they don't deserve any shine. And let's face it, they are not going to get it here. Who and if you're foolish enough to give them that shine, and you do YouTube videos, well, God bless you. Hey, oh no, how you doing? Having well, it's been quite some time. I see you've been doing your thing, and I tell you, you've been navigating these YouTube streets. Hey, what's up, man? Native Gadite. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk tomorrow too, man. But it's just so stupid. And there's one particular. I mean, there's a couple of particular females where it's like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those. I know I'm gonna end up having to switch this live stream where you know what. I mean, I mean, it starts with a C. I mean, there's a couple of them, but there's this one particular. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. There's this one particular female where it's like, and I will be slinging the B word heavy because let's face it, not every woman and not every man is a king. And when you are talking about we don't need black men or we need to divest in the black woman, well, as far as I'm concerned, you ain't shit. I mean, you got one female. I mean, she looks like Lennox Lewis in a motherfucking lace front, and then has the nerve to talk about, oh, these nakers, this, that, and the third. Really? You should. I mean, you've got to be motherfucking kidding me, man. I mean, you should be happy if any guy gives you any attention. That's first and foremost, okay? And it goes the other way too. I mean, there are some. I mean, these guys in the so-called black manosphere. Oh, well, I need to go see another woman somewhere else. You know, these women ain't ish. Well, maybe if you brought something to the damn table, they might. And I understand. And listen, I've been with my wife for 17 years. It is a partnership, okay? But these guys, and let's face it, some of our guys, and I have to say it, some of our guys are stupid because it seems like the first prerequisite is they have to be, they're too color struck. It drives me absolutely crazy. And that color struck shit is what brought Bill Cosby down. But that's another story, among others, by the way. But they go, oh, we need an exotic woman. I mean, when you listen to the 50 Cents and the Little Waynes of the world, and Little Wayne has a daughter. So what kind of role model is he talking about? Oh, I need an exotic woman. I mean, we already know that he said already some other stupid shit about Black Lives Matter. And listen, I understand that the original premise of Black Lives Matter has been overran. I get it. I mean, right now, Black Lives Matter has become nothing more than a photo op. And I've said that from the beginning. Especially when you have some of these clowns that are in protest dancing and twerking and all types of other stupid shit. You're destroying the actual premise. And when you're gyrating and doing all that dumb shit, as far as I'm concerned, you are disrespecting the people who have been mowed down by these crooked ass cops. I mean, let's face it, that's exactly what the hell you're doing when you engage in that type of BS behavior. But, and I have to say this, it used to be our movement. And if you notice, if you've taken the time to even go to those marches, most of the people there are white. So these are not even really our marches a lot of times. Now, I'm going to be fair. There are some there that actually believe the cause, but most of them on their own agenda. And they basically infiltrated Black Lives Matter and are doing their best to undermine the real movement. And I also find it always funny that these people always talk about, oh, these protests, they're terrible. Oh, these protesters, they're looters. First of all, there's a difference between a protester and a looter. They are not the same. That's first and foremost. And secondly, how about these race soldiers not kill us wantonly in the streets? So there is no need for marches. How about that? But it's so funny. It seems like they have no problem with us gunned down for no apparent reason. That's cool. But us protesting, that's a huge problem. The hypocrisy is amazing. The bigger hypocrisy is how we can get gunned down, but this 17-year-old with an AK-47 can get the purple walk. That's downright disgusting. But anyway, I'm somewhat getting off topic. But at a time where we need each other now more than ever, much more. And you know, brother, Native Gadite, we've had this discussion where, and we have, I don't know, I won't even say different views. I remember when you asked me, was it worse in the 60s than it is now? And I've said it's not even close. It is far more worse now than it's ever been. And this was before COVID-19 and everything got ratcheted up 1,000%. And the reason I say that is back in the 50s and 60s, we had a sense of unity. We had a sense of self-love. The way we treat each other sometimes, I mean, the oppressor doesn't even need to do his job. Not anymore. Yeah, I remember it very well. We've had it a couple of times. And listen, the 50s and 60s, I would never discount those people. Not at all. I'm not discounting that movement. And unfortunately, that movement was compromised. Look at what happened to the Black Panther movement. Look at what has happened to the Nation of Islam after Malcolm left. And then he subsequently got killed less than 2 years later. Hell, look at the Nation of Islam after Brother Khalid Muhammad got killed. And that was in the, I believe, the late 90s. We won't even speak on when Dr. Martin Luther King got killed. And you know what? I'm sick of when these other nations try to bring up Dr. Martin Luther King. Like they smoked him like a Newport 100. But they have the nerve to bring up, oh, we need to be more like Dr. King. Are you serious? Where'd I get him? And listen, I respect the way he went about things. At first, to be honest, I thought he was a downright failure. Because that dreaming, I mean, we've been dreaming for quite some time. I'm tired of dreaming. I mean, we should be way past that as far as I'm concerned. Now, I do like the fact that there are younger people organizing and marching. I appreciate that. But the thing that kills me is you got some of these people on YouTube, and listen, everybody has a right to their platform. And I can't tell anybody how to run their channel because I'll be damned if anybody tells me how to run mine. But there are just certain people on YouTube. It's like, well, it's been a nightmare. And it's been a nightmare actually for quite some time. I mean, you can make a case it's been a nightmare ever since we were brought here on the slave ships. And ever since some of us decided, oh, well, we need to integrate instead of have our own. I mean, we've been too complacent as a people for the longest time. Well, they signed the Civil Rights Act. We free now. You give them $2 over lunch money and a butter biscuit. Everything is great. How's that working out? When you see some of these people talking about, oh, these women, they don't bring nothing, they ain't ish. Oh man, black man, these men is terrible. These nakers, are you serious? Really? Well, I hate to break it down to you, so-called black manosphere, so-called I don't need no mans. God, those so-called women kill me. You know, it kills me when they start talking about, I'm too real for them. I mean, they want to wear the pants and the skirt. I mean, they want you to apologize for being a heterosexual man. And I have to bring that out too. Because some of these, I mean, let's face it, some of these people, they have put the feminine black man ahead of the heterosexual black man. And a lot of that is on the women. Let's keep it a buck, okay? Unfortunately, when you have guys in the so-called black manosphere talking about divesting from the black woman, that gives them they feel the excuse. Shoot. Shantae is more of a man than you. Yeah, right. Kiss my ass with that. But the cold hard facts are the black man is not going anywhere without the black woman. And the black woman sure as hell isn't going anywhere without that black man. We need a united front. And that doesn't mean that we're going to agree on everything 100%, because no one ever does that. That's just not reality. But we do have to come to the table with some type of respect towards one another. I mean, let's face it. If every 5 words that you say to your woman is the B word, how can she respect you? And how can you even ask for respect being a man? I mean, that's ridiculous. If it's not working out with that woman, and listen, nobody's ever 100% in a relationship. I've learned that. I've been in enough of them. But that doesn't mean that you have to continue with it. If it's not working, then you get up, you move on, but you don't have to divest from the black woman per se. And I'm speaking to the black man right now. And listen, not every guy is a so-called dusty beta male. I always, and I can only speak for myself, I know I look inward before I look outward. Because in every relationship, the common denominator is you. You have to look into that mirror and you have to see, damn, what am I doing wrong? Why am I attracting XYZ? Shoot, I need to step my game up. And I'm not one of these guys who claim I'll have all the answers, this, that, the third. I mean, I'm just a guy who's trying to be better than I was yesterday. I'm just a person who I'm just trying to do the best that I possibly can towards myself, towards the people I care about. And if I'm able to do the right thing and do something to help somebody, I'm going to do it. And I'm just trying to be the best person I possibly can be. And I try to treat people accordingly. Because that's all I can do. But it's very disheartening. Because We're a better people than this. And we've been better towards each other. Damn, I appreciate that, man. I mean, all I can be is genuine. I mean, there is nothing like the love of a black woman towards that black man and vice versa. It is a very powerful thing. It is our love that has inhabited the entire planet. Because, I mean, let's face it, life did begin in the continent of Africa, which means it started with us. And since black love started with us, well, it starts with us ending these damn gender wars. And you know what? There's going to be a couple of morons that are going to ask, man, it's only YouTube. What's wrong with wanting to see what's on the other side? And what's wrong with divesting from the black man or divesting from the black woman? Well, you know what? You shouldn't normally answer a question with a question. You got people asking, what's wrong with it? Well, then I have a question to ask you. What's right with it? Please tell me. Maybe I'm missing something here. What the hell is right with wanting to divest from your own? I have never heard another race of people say, you know what, white man, we need to divest from that white woman. I've never heard that. I've never heard, and I understand that Chinese is a nationality. I get it. It's not a race. I've never heard the Chinese say, we need to divest from that Chinese woman. Let me tell you. I have never heard the Indian say, we need to divest from the Indian woman. You get the picture. No one else says they need to divest from their own. But meanwhile, we feel it's such a great idea. I tell you what, old Scottie Pippen figured he was upgrading when he went up to his wife. How's that working out for him right about now? I'm just saying. I mean, when are we going to learn? I mean, some of this coon fuckery has just gotten out of control. And a lot of times, I mean, let's face it, I've been pretty calm in my last few live streams because I don't need to curse on every live stream. I don't need to go off. In fact, I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty much controlled now. But I mean, my goodness, enough. I mean, I can't take too much more stupid here. I mean, this YouTube environment has gotten so toxic where it's not even fun anymore. It's not. Even though I'm going to keep this channel up as long as I feel because I'm not going to be ran off by anybody. But damn it, some of the things that I've seen, especially regarding our people and some of the foolishness, it's downright just ridiculous. I mean, when you see what this guy did towards his daughter, 14-year-old daughter, I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know the guy's name, don't want to know the guy's name, could give a fuck what the guy's name is. And his, I don't know if it's his wife, his girlfriend. I mean, disciplining your daughter is one thing. Sitting on her, I mean, are you serious? I mean, that's out and out stupid. And then the stupid bitch that he's with is egging him on like he's father of the year for this bullshit. Are you serious? And I saw it on other people's channels because I refuse to give that stupid bastard a click and a view. I mean, if anybody else wants to give him a click and a view, God bless them. I'm not doing it. I have better things to do with my time than to encourage stupidity. I'm not doing it. And these gender wars are stupidity. There are just certain times where I have to just take a deep breath, step back, and just observe. When I look at certain things that are going on as far as what's on YouTube, and not just on YouTube, but just real life in general. I mean, when the main topics are Cardi B versus Candace Owens, I mean, why should we even really care? Who the fuck are they? Neither one of those idiots bring anything to the table. They bring absolutely nothing for us. And if you want to say that Cardi B is slightly better than Candace Owens, I mean, that's like saying dog shit smells slightly less than horse. Wow. I mean, really? Who cares? I mean, that's the topic now? That's what we're running with? Really? I mean, Breonna Taylor's killers are still walking around free. We have a young man who never walk again. And we're stuck on this stupid shit here? Really? That's the best that we can come up with? I mean, this is the time where we need, and you've said it before, Native Gadite, there's strength in numbers. So how is divesting from the black woman a good idea? How is divesting from the black man a good idea? I mean, could you imagine if Brother Malcolm said we need to divest from the black woman? Really? I'm pretty sure Betty Shabazz would be really thrilled to hear that. Pretty sure Martin Luther King never said, I divest from Coretta. Yeah. Okay. And a lot of this, I mean, let's face it. Some of us are so damn stupid. We're more worried about that rainbow piece of shit Snitch 9 than worried about the welfare of our own people. I mean, I understand once in a while we need distractions. But when you base your lives around celebrities who could care less about you or me, then you need to really rethink what you're doing with your life. You really do. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. I really appreciate everybody who joined me today. I mean, tonight. I thank you all so much. And I'll be back again tomorrow with probably 2 more live streams. This will be mainly my sports time. I thank you all so much yet again. Uncle Claude signing out. Please like, share, and subscribe. Take care, everybody, and God bless.